Hi, boys and girls. Veterans Day. You can say hi. Hi. Veterans Day is coming up. Do you know what a veteran is?
No.
Do you want to guess what a veteran is?
Yeah.
Anybody want to take a guess?
Yeah.
What do you want to guess a veteran is?
Something that makes something.
Somebody who makes something. That's a good guess. Anybody else want to try a guess? Go ahead. Somebody when you make something? You think a veteran makes food, huh? Well, a veteran actually is a part of the military. What's the military?
It's when people get graved.
It's people get graved
Yeah.
when they die. What's the military? What do you think the military is?
I think it's military.
What?
An army place.
An army place.
A military base.
Okay. Veterans Day celebrates people who've been in the military. People who have been in the military, they work in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or even the Coast Guard. What do you think the Marines do? Do you think they dance? Anybody else? Do they sit? I think sometimes they might. Go ahead. They move? Go ahead. What do you think Marines do?
They do ballerina dance.
They do ballerina dance. What about the Navy? What do you think the Navy does?
I don't know what Navy do.
You don't know? What do you think the Navy does?
They dance.
They what? They do ballet too? Go ahead.
They die.
They die? That's sad. Actually, Veterans does not celebrate people who died. It actually celebrates people who are still alive and served in the military.
Let me try again.
Go ahead, you can try again.
I want to try again. They sit.
They what?
They sit.
They sit?
Yeah.
Go ahead, you can try again too. They paint? Okay. And that's people who've been in the military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. What do you think the Air Force does? You don't know?
I know.
Anybody want to guess? Go
I
ahead.
know it's Air Force flies planes.
They fly planes?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anybody else want to guess?
I know it.
How about the Army? What does the Army do?
Guns.
They shoot guns?
No, you can't.
And
They protect guys too.
They protect guys too? Do you think the Army has tanks?
Mommy.
How many tanks do you think the Army has? 5 tanks?
I think 58.
You think you have 58? You guys want to look at the camera and say hi? This Monday, we are going to be celebrating something called Veterans Day. Do you know what Veterans Day is?
No.
Can you guess what a veteran is? What? You want to guess? Go ahead, tell.
It's a party.
It's a party! And how do you think we celebrate veterans?
Party.
With a party? What's going to be at the party?
Balloons. Cake. Balloon cake.
You guys think balloons and cake? Well, they definitely deserve it. They definitely deserve it. A veteran is somebody who has served in the military. Do you know what somebody in the military does? Do you know what it means to be in the military?
A party.
Party? Well, it means you're either a part of the Marines. Have you guys ever heard of the Marines?
No.
What's a Marine do? Could you guess? How about a different name? Have you ever heard of the Navy?
I did.
No? Never heard of the Navy? How about the Army? Have you ever heard of the Army?
No. Yeah, maybe. I've heard
Maybe? Maybe you've heard of the Army? What do you think the Army does?
Shield.
They have a shield? And what is that? What about somebody in the Army? What does somebody in the Army do?
Fight.
They fight? What do they fight with?
A sword.
A sword. Anything else they fight with?
Guns.
Guns? What kind of guns?
Army guns.
Army guns? That would make sense, huh? What about the Navy? Have you ever heard of the Navy?
Yeah.
What's the Navy do? Can you guess? How about the Air Force? Can you imagine what the Air Force does?
They go in the desert.
They go in the desert? You know what they can do? They fly. What do you fly in?
Airplane.
Airplane. How many airplanes do you think the Air Force has?
5.
5? 5 airplanes? Does anybody else want to guess how many airplanes the Air Force has?
50.
50?
50 airplanes.
50 airplanes? How much do you think it would cost to buy an airplane for your mommy or daddy?
60.
$60? I bet your mom and dad would love to buy an airplane for $60. Well, Veterans Day is when we celebrate people who serve in the Army, Navy, or Air Force. They are people who fight for our country to protect it from bad guys. Also, the Coast Guard. Forgot to mention the Coast Guard. All of them try to keep the bad guys away from our country. That's very nice of them, isn't it?